Good day. Welcome to News Express. A deepening legal and political crisis is unfolding in the African Democratic Congress, a party now warning that their survival in the 2027 elections may hint on a matter of days. What began as an internal leadership dispute has escalated into a high-stake legal battle before the Supreme Court, with implications far beyond a single party. In a dramatic move, a faction of the ADC led by Senator David Mark has written to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, urging a swift judgment in an appeal that will determine the party's immediate political future. The tone is urgent. According to the party, failure to deliver a ruling within a narrow window will effectively shut them out of the 2027 general elections. This goes beyond procedure. The ADC described it as a grave and irreversible risk, warning that exclusion will not only affect party leaders and candidates but also millions of Nigerians who identify with the party. In essence, they are framing the issue as both legal and constitutional. The urgency is driven by a ticking clock. The Independent National Electoral Commission has released their timetable, and key deadlines are approaching, including the submission of membership registers. Without a recognized leadership structure, the ADC argues that they cannot meet these statutory requirements. At the heart of the dispute is a leadership crisis that has left the party in uncertainty. Following a Court of Appeal judgment, INEC removed the names of key officials, including David Mark and the party's national secretary, from their records. The commission has since maintained neutrality, stating they will not recognize any faction until the Supreme Court resolves the matter. This creates a legal vacuum. The party remains registered but effectively leaderless in the eyes of the electoral body. In a system where timelines are rigid, such uncertainty carries serious consequences. The appeal before the Supreme Court seeks to overturn the Court of Appeal's ruling, which ordered the maintenance of the status quo ante bellum, a return to the pre-dispute structure. David Mark's legal team argued that the court overstepped their bounds, insisting that internal party matters should not be subject to judicial intervention. Not all parties agree. While some respondents support the appeal, others insist that the courts are probably engaged, highlighting the complex intersection of legal principles and political realities. That intersection is raising concerns among legal experts. Senior lawyers caution against interpreting the delay as deliberate, pointing instead to the court's workload and the need for careful deliberation. Even so, the political dimension cannot be ignored. The ADC has alleged internal crisis, and similar developments in other opposition parties may not be entirely organic. They suggest the ruling APC-led government may be benefiting from or even influencing disruptions within opposition platforms, particularly as coalition talks gain momentum. These are serious claims, but the APC has rejected them, describing them as baseless and attributing opposition in competitive political environments. Suspicion of interference is common, but without concrete evidence, such claims remain part of political narrative rather than established fact. The situation is further complicated by developments within the People's Redemption Party. The ADC has pointed to alleged factional claims within the PRP, but the party has denied any division, insisting they remain united. In a strong response, the PRP warned that they are prepared to confront both genuine and manufactured aggression, signaling readiness to defend their structure. Taken together, These developments reflect a tense and evolving political climate. As 2027 approaches, the context is not only between parties but within them, with legal battles, leadership struggles, and competing narratives shaping the landscape. For the judiciary, this presents a delicate challenge. Courts must operate independently, but their decisions and timing carry political weight. In cases like this, the line between legal resolution and political consequence becomes increasingly thin. Some legal practitioners note that courts can mitigate such risks by issuing interim measures, allowing participation while cases are resolved. Whether that option will be considered remains uncertain. What is clear is that the stakes are high. The possibility of a party being excluded from the electoral process due to unresolved litigation raises serious concerns about fairness and representation. As deadlines approach, attention is fixed on the Supreme Court. Their ruling will determine not only the ADC's leadership but potentially their place on the 2027 ballot. The coming days will be decisive. A timely judgment can restore clarity. A delay can also deepen uncertainty and reshape the political field. In Nigeria's evolving democracy, this is more than a legal dispute. It is a test of institutions and a moment that can influence the range of choices available to voters. The question now is not just what the courts will decide, but whether they will decide on time. Because in this case, timing may prove just as important as the verdict itself. For more updates and insightful analysis, stay with us on News Express. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments section. I am Kasitoni. Many thanks for watching, and do have a beautiful day.